Hi, Pisces. Some sage and some rose petals to cleanse the space. 3 chimes to bring in the positive energy. This is a general reading for the sign of Pisces. If you have Pisces anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, I do want to thank you for tuning into the channel. My name is Greta. I am an intuitive reader. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Pisces. And so while we do use the tarot and your zodiac sign, the sun and the moon placement, I do rely on intuition. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Pisces. What is it that you would like Pisces to know or to be aware of during or for this reading? That was just way too many. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Pisces. What would we like Pisces to know or to be aware of during or for this reading? Pisces, if this is your first time tuning in, a little bit about the layout of this reading. When we look at that top row, when we look at that first row, we will be looking at your professional life, your public life, and the energy that is surrounding you there. When we look at the second row, we will be looking at your personal life, your private life, your home life, and the energy that surrounds you there. This final row, this third row, is final thoughts, final messages, final takeaway. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Pisces. What is it that we would like Pisces to know or to be aware of during or for this reading? And Pisces, the basis, the foundation of your reading this week is the King of Swords. Agreements. Now, these can be written agreements or verbal agreements, but there's some type of agreement, some type of understanding that is going on, that is occurring here. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Pisces. And that is driven by justice. An agreement driven by justice. And so justice, that when we're looking at this justice, that is a court case, a legal case, something that is physical, something that is tangible. And justice that may involve a Libra. You may be dealing with a Libra, or maybe you have a fair justice, a fair agreement, a fair contract. Let's see how that plays into the rest of your reading. A fair agreement, a fair contract. Maybe you're dealing with a Libra, or justice in your favor, a contract that works in your favor, an agreement that works in your favor. And we start off in your public life with the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands has to do with change, has to do with action, has to do with movement, sudden change, sudden action. Eight in tarot represents opportunity, intuition, and abundance. So a big change, a lot of change that really happens very quickly. And this change has to do with the direction or the trajectory of your career, of your profession, of your business. The Star card, the star actually can represent the sign of Aquarius. Maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius, but the star is really, the Aquarius is the humanitarian side. And so you're dealing or you're working with creating a better good, creating a better environment. Not only creating a better environment for yourself, but creating a better environment for those that you work closely with, and creating a better environment for the world as a whole. The great humanitarian, a change that will allow you to a change for the better, a change for the better, a change for the better, not only for yourself, but a change for the better that those that you work closely with, and a change for the better of the world. And that is followed by the 10 of Pentacles. And tens represents beginnings and endings, and Pentacles represents the physical, the bringing together, the putting forth together of a foundation, creating a foundation that will last, a foundation that will create a legacy. And so while the 10 here is representing a beginning, and it's representing a physical being, in order to create legacy wealth, we must also include the unseen. We must also, real wealth is not only about the physical, but it includes the invisible, the non-tangible. And you are building a foundation of both the seen and unseen in your career, in your work life, in your professional life. A good, solid foundation. And the Fool card, new beginnings, fresh start. A new beginning, a fresh start. What I love about this fresh start, what I love about this new beginning for you, Pisces, if we look closer at this Fool, all he has, all he needs, all he's taking for his journey is that little bag there. I think is that the hobo's pack. And in the hobo's pack, it's just a handkerchief and everything that he needs for his journey. He's starting the Fool's journey. He's starting his whole trip through this tarot. And his whole trip through this tarot, he has everything he needs in that little hobo's pack. You have everything you need for your journey. You have everything you need for this fresh start already with you, already in you. I love that. What I think is happening here, Pisces, is you don't see this coming. or you did not see this fresh start. You did not see this new beginning coming. Maybe it's a sudden change in jobs, a sudden change in your contract, a sudden change in your job description, maybe a new ownership, new management that just kind of suddenly hit you overnight, suddenly appeared overnight, or is going to suddenly just appear. It's suddenly just going to happen. You are going to be very glad for this change, very happy of this change. This change is going to allow you to set a firm, solid foundation. This firm, solid foundation is the beginning of a beautiful and wonderful journey. Again, you do not see this coming. New and fresh starts are just what you needed. Life is not predictable. And now that the door is open, it's open to you. The ball is in your court. What are you going to do with this new, fresh opportunity? And when we see all of these things here for you, Pisces, the sky is the limit. There is no dream for you too big at this time. And I'm thinking of Tony Robbins. One of the wonderful, beautiful sayings that Tony Robbins has is, if you're going to dream big enough to include everyone's dream. No one achieves a dream alone. In order to achieve a dream, we must have everybody on board. We must bring other people on board. We must share our dreams. We must share our vision. And as we're sharing our dreams, as we're sharing our as we're sharing our dreams, as we're sharing our vision, we must make that dream big enough to include everyone's dreams. And the sky is the limit here for you, Pisces. I love these cards. It may not have felt so comfortable when we're dealing with the Justice and we're dealing with the King, and then we even see the Tower card, which is a forced change. But this, you did not see this coming, but everything is working out to your favor. I'm so happy for you, Pisces. And then we have, in your home life, in your personal life, we have the Magician card. Making magic happens. And so I love that you're going from the Fool card to the Magician card, which is just the next step. And here we see you have the bag, and here you've unpacked the bag, and here you have everything that you need. Everything you need. The Nine of Pentacles, which is, I like to call this my pre-manifestation card, the getting ready to get ready. If we look closer at what is happening here, this is tangible. This is things that she can touch. This is things that she can taste, things that she can feel. And she has brought them into her environment. And you are bringing these things into your environment, Pisces, things that you can touch, things that you can taste, things that you can feel, and really creating your own garden of life that is full of abundance. The Emperor card, ruler. What are we thinking here when we see this Emperor card? And so the Emperor card in tarot can also represent an Aries. you may be dealing with an Aries. And an Aries is the air sign. And so intellectual, heart, mind, intellectual, air. Heart, mind, results. So the results, and what I'm talking about, it's the results that we see from the unseen. Almost kind of like when the wind blows. We cannot see the wind blow, but we can see the effects of the wind blowing as they wave the grass, as the leaves fall from the trees, as our hair blows, and even as we feel that breeze on our skin. Why we do not see it, we know it. We know it. And then we have the Page of Cups. Sometimes when I see the Page of Cups, I'll often think of the sign of Pisces because of that fish there. You are acting true to your nature, true to your life's calling. Or there is a younger family member, possibly a sibling, and siblings, younger family members are a mixed bag of blessings, aren't they, Pisces? Maybe someone is approaching you, maybe asking to borrow some money, or asking you to co-sign a loan, or they have asked you for money in the past and now they're going to pay you back. Somebody paying you back money? Money coming in, somebody paying you back money that they owed, and you're surprised that they're paying you back. It's showing that some maturity on their part, a maturity that is slow in coming. If you are considering starting a life with a new person, a new partner, don't let this stress you out. When I see the Emperor card, many times I'll say nothing is written in stone. If we look closer, when I look at this Emperor card, I see someone that is sitting on a throne of stone. That's why I say nothing is written in stone. And if we start ruling, or we start living our lives as if something is written in stone, that there are some things in life that are unchangeable, or if something has always been done away, and that's the way it's always been, we never question that, we never evaluate that, we never learn, we never grow, we never advance. And when we stop growing, when we stop advancing, things can really start to stress us out. And especially if we're talking about budget and really working through the details with another person. That in itself can be stressful. But we can also learn to work together well with open and honest conversations about budget, about the details. And I think if you begin to have open and honest conversations about the budgets, about the details, you're going to find that you two are more aligned than apart, and that you share the same goals, you share the same end game. While there might be some minor details on the direction or the path, you will find you are more alike than different. And maybe different enough in a way that complements each other. That is followed by the Strength card. You have a lot of zodiac signs coming up in your reading this week. And so the Strength card can represent the Leo. And here we see that lion there. But it's really, again, you have what you need. 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 You are being divinely blessed, divinely guided at this time. Partnerships, coupleships. And I think that this too here in final thoughts, final messages, represents a new partnership in work and career, a new partnership or a fresh start in your home life, in your personal life. 2 in tarot represents balance and contrast. And so complementing, working well with everyone at this time. The 7 of Wands, being guarded, being protective, seeking perfection. Why are we seeking perfection? Nothing is perfect, Pisces. It shouldn't be. If everything was perfect, what would the challenge of life be? And don't we grow through challenges? And the Page of Swords, following our passions, following our heart's desires. A divine spark, your spiritual power. Pisces, maturity requires sacrifice. Being able to give up or put off our wants to help another is really a sign of maturity. This week, you may be asked to make a choice between something that you want, something that is meant for you, and another. The choice is yours. Follow your heart, follow your intuition. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Pisces. Thank you, Pisces. You have a blessed week.